Mwah. Mwah. Hello. I added another sound effect in there. I've been listening to Deco27's monitoring a lot, so so I'm thinking a lot about the mwah. But hello, how you guys doing? How you doing? I hadn't seen that art drawing of you bodying Randon. I think Dianork did that one. I think. I kind of put all of these artworks, the ones that are cycling out over here, I put them all into one folder titled Art by Friends, as opposed to another folder I have that's Art by Me. So, because I wanted to show off everyone's cool art. So, yeah, all of these are done by various people. That one's Babanana. That one's Dianork. What's the next one? What's the next one? What's the next one? That one's beeplebees. My art folder is called Goodies. Aww. Cool, cool. Let's see who we got here. I see people are coming in. You're getting your stickers. Let me go ahead and scroll up, see who we got. We'll get to class. I'll probably play some Deco27 music, and then we'll play Scriptorium, which I want to say, but we also have to do our dailies, you know? We need to do our dailies, and we have so many dailies now. We just have so many. But let's see who we got here. We got Folky, you got Jistica. We got Seribot, Rock. Got Seishun, you also got Jistica. And Matthew, thank you for the 32 months. I can't believe it's been that long. Every time you sub for another month and it shows the amount. It's like, oh my god, that's so many numbers. That's so many consecutive conceptual numbers. But thank you for the support, Matthew. And you got your sticker. Hello, hello, and then see hello, you got your sticker. Hello, Mauser, hello. My friend Art Folder. Yeah, the goodies. I like the goodies. Hello, Fugubi. Hello, Mikakashi. Hello, hello. You guys got your stickers, and now you also need an art by enemies folder to complete the set. I need to ask Devin to draw something for me, and then I can start that folder. I was about to be like, I don't have any enemies, and I'm like, wait. I don't think he usually pops in on Thursdays, but it'd be funny if he was just lurking and was like, I'm gonna draw you right now. But alright, let's get to class, shall we? And you know what, let's start playing that music. Oh, no, wait. No, wait. There we go. Get to class. It's me. Medieval Babinka. Hello. Hello. It's me, Babinka Bear. I'm your local Sun Bear art history teacher and educational streamer. And today we're gonna be playing Scriptorium. Why isn't it showing up? Oh, because it's minimized. That's why. You rapscallions. That's you guys. Do you guys see the artwork? Do you see it? That's what you look like. That's you. Yeah. It's just fun to see Medieval Binka again. I know she's kind of hidden behind that tree. Or rather, there's just a lot of like noise. You know, like visual noise. My shape is getting lost with the tree, but you know. I think it's funny. I just think it's funny. Happy art fight, by the way. Yeah, Owen was talking about it last time I streamed, I guess on Saturday, I want to say. And I've never participated in art fight. It seems really interesting, but right now is just not the right time for me because I am like up to my eyeballs in art. And I know that you're not pressured to like draw all the time for art fight, and that people are okay with just like, even if you just draw like one thing, but man, this is the first time I've like drawn this much. It's for a concert, basically. I'm helping with like basically like an animatic or comic style thing for a Digimon concert. And it's not necessarily that I underestimated it, but I knew that it would be a lot, and I signed up for it regardless. So it's good practice. This is probably the most amount of like art that I've been doing in like such a short amount of time. And it's fun. It's just tiring. It's just so much to do. So it's to the point where like Beans right now is playing Assassin's Creed 4 resynced. Gold, was it Black Flag? I love the Assassin's Creed series. I love it. I love it. I love it. But this is the first time that I'm just kind of like, oh, that looks so cool. I can't play it right now. I have to focus on the art. But the good thing is that I'm hoping to finish all of my artwork by this weekend. Da, 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 da. So, well, we'll see. I will contribute to the enemies folder just so it isn't empty. I wouldn't consider you an enemy. Yet. No, yet at least. Regard minefield. It is full of small bears. Yeah, so can you guys tell that my title, the title of the stream, I jammed it into a little medieval speaking translator? Except it's not really medieval speak, because medieval speak would be Middle English, and Middle English looks completely different from what you might be thinking. If you're thinking of like, you know, ye old shop with like 2 P's and an E, that's actually like modern English, but just like Shakespearean time English. For people, I haven't read Canterbury Tales, but I've just heard the horror stories. People that have read that, they're like, that's Middle English. That's like the hard stuff. Oh, it's your first time participating? Nice. Nice. Have a fun art fight. I hope you get a whole bunch. Okay, from my understanding, it's a good thing to say. I hope you get lots of attacks? Question mark? Is it like saying break a leg, you know, in theater, where it's like, you don't really wish they break a leg, but it's a good thing, you know, it's a good thing. For me, the Deco 27 Salamander remix is so good. I didn't like check out the monitoring song for a long time. I know so many VTubers have been doing like covers of it, and I kind of just ignored it because I was like, you know, I was like, whatever. And then I listened to monitoring for the first time, and then like watched the music video, got invested in the lyrics, found out that there's a remix, And I was like, dang, this is a good song. And I've just been listening to everyone's covers, like Gerard Octavio, Unnamed, Will Stetson. You know, I've just been listening to all the covers lately, and I'm like, oh, I love this song now. I can't get into AC anymore, too many historical liberties taken. I'm okay with that. I mean, you're talking to someone that's a fan of Fate Go. Like, that's like the monarchy of, like, historical liberty taken to the extreme, you know? I don't mind it too much. And I will say that AC is kind of like my what is it? My... Not dirty little secret. It's... But it's something that I like. I'm losing the term for it. Guilty pleasure, yes, it's my guilty pleasure. The whole AC, and I think I'm still playing Valhalla. I started maybe earlier this year and then just like didn't pick it back up again. I think it was because there was a section where it was like, you're gonna get locked out of this region once you proceed to a certain spot. So in my mind, I was like, okay, then I better do all of the side quests before I get locked out of this region. And I know that region's probably going to be unlocked again, so I could just wait until it gets unlocked again, but the completionist in me is like, nah, I gotta complete all the side missions right now. So, yeah. Meow. Harpsichord, enjoy your hello, you got your sticker. And then Mauser, thank you for the 7-stream streak. He's streaking over here. Lord Veterinary, hello! Hello, hello. I couldn't get into Fate Go for that very reason. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm a big fan, but I'm also not gonna lie to you and be like, yeah, Fate Go and Ascreed, paragons of historical accuracy, you know? They're kind of fun reimaginings, and I think that's why I like it, is that it is like a reimagining. And there are times where the reimagining in Fate Go goes a little bit too much in a certain direction. Especially with how they treat deities that people still revere, you know? Like, talking specifically about, like, Hindu deities and their treatment of them, but, like, it's, yeah, those are the times where I'm like, okay, I don't like that much, but, like, I don't know, when it comes to, like, reimaginings of, like, historical figures or stuff like that, it's kind of fun to think. It's a nice little, like, thought exercise, in a way. But also, let's be real, a lot of those, like, for example, gender swaps, right? That's just kind of like, we just need an excuse to make a cute girl, you know? We just need an excuse to make a cute girl and maybe put, I don't know, Napoleon's hat on her. Actually, that's not a good example because Napoleon is a guy in Fate Go, but yes. But yes. Need to read more Discworld. The long-awaited Scriptorium has arrived. Yes, you need to read more Discworld. I read Guards, I loved it a lot. Nice. But yeah, so today we are going to be playing Scriptorium, but... Oh, nice. Good job, Seribot. They got a spammer. They got him. Send them to the dungeon. Oh, you know what? It's, there's more. Seribot's getting some more. Wait, how do I delete this? I guess Seribot already got it. I guess Seribot already got it, but alright, so let's do some dailies though. So we have 3 dailies now. We have daily oh, it's not showing up. How about now? No? No, it's not showing up? Okay, give me a second. There you go. Wait. Ah, dang, it's doing this weird— Ah! I'm big! It's doing this weird thing where it only shows when I have the window open for it, so... 64 slices of American cheese. And this time the magnifying glass isn't in the way. I get to eat the cheese. Yum, 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 yum. Thank you for the cheese. I love cheese. Okay. Why isn't this... It does this weird thing where, like, it will capture the window, but the moment I press OK, it'll disappear. So we're just gonna keep it like this. But we have 3 dailies now. We have Daily Hue, Time Guesser, and Anthropium. And typically this does take me, like, the full hour to do before the game starts. So, my legs! My legs are out! So let's go ahead and play that. Daily Hue. This is an interesting one because it's basically we're given a artwork that I'm small. we can't zoom in on. I've tried many a time. We can't zoom in on this. I can't even right-click and open image in new tab because it just gives me a blank page. But basically, we have to figure out what the original color of this was. Right now it's just on a blue, but look, it's called daily hue because you could change the hue. You could also change the saturation. You could also change the lightness and the darkness. So you have to find out the combination of hue, saturation, lightness that will, you know, that is accurate to what this painting used to look like, or currently looks like. The weird thing with this one in particular, with today's in particular, is that this is by Paul Gauguin, who is known for his, like, very explosive use of color. So I've shown some of his past works before. Take a look at... I did not spell that right, but... like, a lot of his works are a little bit more colorful. Stuff like this. Right? So it's, this is my first time seeing a Paul Gauguin artwork that is monochromatic? You know? So we're gonna have some fun with this. It's probably not real cheese, but you can take my American cheese from my cold dead hand. Yes! Lord Veterinary, I'm gonna pin that because I completely agree. Whenever people are like, oh, you're talking about the American cheese, the craft slices, that's not real cheese. And it's like, I don't care. I like it. I like it. It has the nostalgia factor for me. Oh, there's better cheese out there? I like that too. But craft is close to my heart and soul. American cheddar is in fact cheese. Nice! Not to be confused with the daily hue. Exactly. That's where you have to, like, guess whether it's Hugh Laurie or the main character from The Boys or other such... Wait, was that guy's name Hugh? Whatever. Let's guess the color. Yeah, since this is, like, monochromatic, I'm not entirely sure. Let's guess, like, a sandy brown first? Maybe desaturated? And light? Submit guess? We're way off. We're way off. We got 39. But luckily, this will tell us where we need to adjust a little bit more. So lightness is red. So that basically has to go, like, right now it's on 65. It has to go, like, way the other direction. So maybe something like this. Hue is not too far off. So it might actually be closer to red. And then saturation, we're not too far off either. So let's go a little bit here. So it's maybe it's like a deep brown. Oh, we're a lot closer. We got 90. Okay, okay. Incorrect, it was Hugh Jackman. Dang it. I thought it was Jack Human. Or huge jacked man, as you guys like to say. Alright, so hue just needs to shift over a little bit. So more of like a solid brown that's closer to red. Lightness, we're pretty close as well. So let's just move it over a smidge this way. And then saturation needs to be a little more desaturated, like practically black and white, right? So let's put it here in the middle. Submit guess. Oh, 98! We got saturation and lightness just right. It's just hue that we need to get. Submit guess. No, not yet. Okay, 7. 4. Ah, we got 99. It's okay. Close enough. So it's a deep grayish red. Interesting. Let me go ahead and save my score on this. Post it on the Discord. Okie dokie. Let's learn a little bit more about this one. And the reason why I like doing this daily on stream is because we can learn a little bit more about like the artwork as well as other works that feature this color. Yesterday's color was really cool because it showed off a work by Joan Miro, who's actually one of my favorite artists right now at this moment. If you want to know why, I just think his work is neat. It has he's like kind of a surrealist, but he channels like childlike artwork. I don't know, it just scratches my brain in a certain way. 99 grayish red balloons, exactly. Exactly. Just like the song. So this is called Maruru, Offerings of Gratitude. A lot of his works are inspired by his time in Tahiti, which was back then a French colony. So there's a touch of exoticism and orientalism in his artwork. But the artwork itself is pretty cool to look at. Let's see what they have to say about this. Post-impressionist and printmaker. This is more about Gauguin himself rather than the artwork. Oh wait, here. Created in 1893 to 94. Maruru is a woodcut. Oh, maybe that's why it's monochromatic. I see. Woodcut from Gauguin's unfinished Noah Noah series, an illustrated book inspired by his first day in Tahiti. The print depicts a lush tropical landscape where figures gather before a monumental carved idol, suggesting a scene of ritual, reverence, and spiritual devotion. The word maruru means thank you or gratitude in Tahitian. Oh, cool. So this is what that looks like. You can kind of make it out, right? Like, here's the large wooden statue over here, and then there's people kind of gathered in front of it. And it's a woodcut, meaning that he was carving away at a block of wood. And this is basically what happens when you like put ink on it and stamp it onto something like paper or parchment. So it's basically like a huge stamp. And woodcuts aren't always monochromatic like this. A good example is that famous Japanese artwork by Hokusai of like the wave off of Mount Fuji. That one is obviously multiple colors because there's multiple wood blocks that you would like put different like amounts of color on, and then it would make this polychromatic or multiple color artwork. So, but this is pretty cool to see. So it does say that it's unfinished, or the series was unfinished, but still pretty cool. So let's go ahead and move on to, these are all really cool as well. These are other ones that have the deep grayish red. But let's go ahead and move on to Time Guesser. Our 5 rounds, and then we'll move on to Anthropium. Orientalism. I think there's a very cool music artist that uses a lot of vocalize, but in a heavy metal style. I think I've heard of Utsupi. I feel like I've listened to their work before. Like, do they have, like, their albums have, like, Miku, but she kind of looks, like, sickly in a way? Did he release, or did Utsupi release a song, like, in the 2010s? That sounds so familiar. That name sounds familiar. Okay, so let's take a look at this picture. This looks like the Colosseum in Rome, right? Like, just the architecture, right? I'm not 100% like sure, but it looks like the Colosseum. If my JoJo Part 5 knowledge is telling me anything, you know. Not everyone's wearing hats, and the women are wearing dresses that are about knee length. So that tells me that this might be 50s, at least 50s, but it might even be later. Like 60s, 70s. The dresses feel 50s. As with like the... No, actually 50s, 60s, they might still be wearing hats. So maybe this is later, maybe this is 70s. There is also like a lot of like wild designs, right? Like this kind of like zigzag, like zebra print. The polka dot. The dress style reminds me of the 50s, but the dress patterns might actually be closer to 70s. Romulus voice, Roma! Let's do it. Let's say Roma. 1970s. I don't know if I would say it's later, early 70s, but let's just make a guess. Nice! Tourists at the southern gate of the Colosseum. It was the 50s! It was the 50s. I overthought the hat thing. I was thinking of Mad Men, where everyone wears hats, but the thing is, that's like, they're on their way to work. I guess tourists, not so much, right? Okie dokie. Ooh, okay, so this looks East Asian. We do have what looks like Hanzi, or like, basically like kanji, or like Chinese characters on here. So it could just be it could be like a Chinese-speaking place. Architecture-wise, kind of makes sense, right? I've seen lots of red, too. Because I'm like, oh, it could be like an old piece of architecture from Japan or Korea when they still more liberally used Chinese characters. And then even nowadays in Japan, you would see like kanji, you know? But I don't know, this does remind me of China in a way. Maybe it's the architecture, like these kind of like arches, right? And the liberal use of like the red and the gold. I just don't know where in China because it's a big place, so let's just say Beijing. If we're talking about time period, it looks like a digital camera, right? If we're seeing more digital cameras than phones, then it's probably the 2000s. Because yeah, I'm not seeing too many people out with like phones out. See, not a single phone in sight. Everyone just living in the moment or whatever the heck that quote is. So let's say the 2000s. Let's say 2007. Ah, it's 2009. There we go. The Temple of Heaven in Beijing, China. Nice! We lucked out with that one. I wasn't sure where in China it would be, but if it's like a touristy spot, makes sense, right? Okie dokie. Good job. Thank you. Thank you. I feel like in many ways I have been getting better and better, especially after all of the decade studies. But there are still parts where I'm like, I don't know what I'm looking at. Okay, so we have Latin text. We have people that are getting crowned with like laurel wreaths, and this guy looks like they have like classic. Oh no, wait, that's a breast. So that might be a femme-presenting person. Latin text, but also Latin. It looks like Latin language because like omnibus documento, right? Virtuous majorum. So maybe this is Rome again. Wait, we just had Rome though. Would this be another? Oh wait, what's going on here? Who's that? Wait, look at the sign. It has a little tilde above the A and the little thing in the C. I think this might be Portugal or Brazil. A place that speaks Portuguese, you know? The cars look... It could be 90s? Like, at first glance, it looks 80s. Like, they're very angular. But also, like... No, actually, I think it is 80s. This looks more contemporary. Like, this car in particular looks a little bit more contemporary. I want to say 80s, right? It's very angular, but maybe it's getting into the 90s. It's weird because this feels 80s, this feels 2000s. So, ski. Do you ever just lay in bed at night and think about the Roman Empire? No, I think about Yaoi. But, you know, I've been getting back into Hitalia, so those two things can intersect once more, you know? You know, the Roman Empire. One rare pair that, if you're a historian, I don't think is that much of a rare pair, but one rare pair that I like that included ancient Rome and Hitalia was Rome and China. That one was, I think about the Roman Empire all the time. Nice. Those bastards messed up the calendar. Why would you call it, why would they make October the 10th month? I was literally thinking, no, you think about Hitalia and then you said it. You know me so well. I'm either thinking about Digimon or Hitalia, right? Or Yaoi. Hello, Owen, by the way. Hello. Yeah, now I'm like, the hair's kind of big, so maybe this is 80s? Maybe this is late 80s. Let's say that it's late 80s. The only thing is location, because like we have Portuguese, so it could be Portugal, but it could also be Brazil, right? So like from there, I would say it's like up to architecture. Cause like this mountainous area over here is like, oh, maybe this is, oh, Saku! Hello. Hello, thank you for the raid. How you doing? How was FF14? I heard from Mega Bronson that you're doing some raids. You're doing some FF14 raids. How was that? Hello. For those who don't know me, I'm Babinka Bear. I'm your local Sun Bear art history teacher and educational streamer, and I'm medieval. Today we're medieval because we're going to be playing a medieval game. But before that, we're doing our dailies where we're playing Time Guesser, which is a cool little game where you get a photo, and you have to guess where and when it's from. So, wait, there's a flag. I didn't even notice that. Okay, these flags don't tell me much. Wait, that might be the Portuguese flag. It's green and red. But anyway, yeah, how you guys doing? Thank you for the raid. Let me catch up on chat real quick. Funnily enough, Interpretatio Germanica helps me remember the Latin days of the week. Oh, cool. Cool. Let's see, and then Saku, hello. Just doing some daily roulettes. It was a bit cursed. Well, I hope things ended up a little less cursed. If you have to do any post-stream care, get yourself some snackies or some nappies or some rest or anything like that, no worries at all. But if you want to stick around, we're going to be playing Time Guesser, followed by Anthropium, followed by Scriptorium. And we're going to be making medieval style art. So let's just say this is Portugal. Let's say this is Lisbon. I didn't mean to label that ocean over here. Let's say 1988 Lisbon. It really could be Brazil, but let's just find out. You know what's making me second guess? Is like this little critter over here. Cause it's yellow and green, and that's like the color of the Brazilian flag, isn't it? Okay, we just gotta lock it in. We just gotta lock it in. Nice! Nice. It was Lisbon, it was Portugal. Heck yeah. It's bedtime, have a wonderful stream. You have a wonderful bedtime. All the Carthaginian homies keep telling me, that's such a cool script. What script is that? Is that Carthaginian? That's so cool. I want to learn what that script is. Yeah, rest well. Rest well. Don't second guess. That keeps happening to me. I'll second guess and then my first guess was the thing, you know? A view of Rua Augusta Arch on Praça do Comércio, one of Lisbon's most iconic historical landmarks. It was built to commemorate the city's reconstruction after the 1755 earthquake. Oh, what's the status on the World Cup, by the way? Who's winning? Who are we cheering for? Is it Norway? Mexico's not in it anymore, so I don't really have anyone to cheer for. You know, as a Filiprimo, like, I don't got no one to cheer for anymore. It sure as hell ain't gonna be Argentina. That's the Phoenician Punic alphabet. Oh, cool. I'm in hell right now. I'm making my first gunpla and you're lost a bit. Yo, what gunpla is it? I'm so curious. Mexico's out, so I don't care anymore. Yeah, and like I remember I was invested when like Colombia was still in it. Because it's like, oh, there's still some Latin American representation. But then Colombia got out too, so I don't know. I guess Norway might be the only one that I cheer for. I just want Majin Buu from DBZ who eats children to— wait, what? I just want— oh, is it Holland? Is that the Norwegian guy? Who's Majin— I know who Majin Buu from DBZ is, but what do you mean? What do you mean who eats children? Oh, okay, yeah, it's Holland. Cause I was like, I feel like that's his name in Chinese. That's insane. Like, that's absolutely insane. That's awesome. Tom Holland eats children. That's the Norwegian guy that has like very, very Viking phenotype, I guess. Like, but is also like, I heard he's also wholesome. You know, I just saw a clip of him being like, what's it called? Like, you just gotta live in the moment, you know? Like, when it comes to football, you never know, you know, what's gonna happen to you. You just gotta live in the moment. I'm like, alright. And I also heard that he, like, donated money to, like, Palestinian relief. So I was like, alright. So, from what I've heard so far, he seems chill, you know? Wasn't interested in it to start. Had my interest peaked when I heard Canada wasn't immediately eliminated. Lost interest again when we were. Yeah, like, now that there's, like, no Latin American representation, which is like the closest approximation that me as a Filipino will get, you know? It's like I'm kind of out, you know. He's a cool dude. Social posts are great. Very wholesome guy. Nice, nice, nice. All right, let's see what this is. This feels World War I-ish, like these uniforms, right? This is an arch. Is this the arch? Is this Marianne? You know, is this the French arch? I'm actually not sure. We do have some flags. Oh, it says Francais. So maybe this is the French army during World War I, you know? Let's say that. Let's say that it's Paris, World War I. Do we know where the arch is? Oh, here. Is it this one? The Arc de Triomphe. And then let's say World War I. When during World War I, though? Let's say 1917. 1919, okay. It was the Arc de Triomphe. French army soldiers marching past the Arc de Triomphe in Paris during the Bastille Day military parade, the annual national holiday celebrated each 14th of July, or July 14th, commemorates 1789 storming of the Bastille during the French Revolution, with the 1919 event serving as a formal victory parade following World War I. Oh, it's after World War I. Alright, cool. L'Arc de Triomphe. Exactly. Ah, Francais. What is it with... Wait, was the theme? Did you guys notice, like, is the theme for today arcs? Because, like, I think every round has shown some kind of arc. Interesting, interesting. Oh, isn't that the German one? That looks like the German cross, right? I was gonna say a parade like that was either the start or end of the war. Yeah, right? Right? This feels German. Wait? The flag? It's not the Nazi flag. It's but I do think that's the German kingdom flag, right? Would it be in between the two world wars? DCS is my favorite Deco 27 song. I don't know if I've heard this one. It sounds cool. I'm just a fan of Deco 27 in general, but it sounds cool. Let's say 1930s because there are a lot of hats. We do have a woman that's wearing like it's either she has short hair or has like the cloche hat. So maybe this is early 1930s, maybe even 1920s, right? Let's say 1930, and then let's say Berlin. Is there? Oh wait, maybe it's the Brandenburg Gate. I don't know what that is, but I don't know. It looks pretty similar, right? Brandenburg Gate, 1930. 27. Yeah, we got the location right. Crowds gathered at the Brandenburg Gate in Berlin during the event celebrating the 80th birthday of German President Paul von Hindenburg. Interessante. Cool. We got a pretty high score. I think it's because all of these were centered in, like, capitals, right? Like, country capitals. But yeah, I do think the theme of today's Time Guesser was arcs. Like, all of them had some kind of arc in it. Video lyrics are sad but very catchy. Common Deco formula, exactly. Exactly. Same with, my personal favorite is definitely Kikuo. Same thing, where it's like, oh, this is a bop, and then you look at the lyrics and it's like, ooh. Dang. So, alright, let's move on to our last daily, which is Anthropium. For those unfamiliar with this one, we get 10 artifacts, and we have to guess where and when they're from. As an art historian, this is definitely my jam. Both this and Time Guesser are slowly becoming my entire personality alongside Digimon. Smidge of Hetalia, because I'm trying to get back into it. Oh! Nazca Paracas. Easy. Easy. I mean, let's hope I'm right, because this is gonna be very, very sad if I'm wrong, and I'm this, you know, confident. It even says camelid hair tapestry weave. I should also explain why I think this is, like, Nazca Paracas Peruvian. So, like, these types of textiles, they have, like, for one, these colors, the strong red, black, and, like, kind of light brown. The yellow, I don't know if I've seen as much. But also strong geometric abstraction, aka everything is kind of like abstracted into like simple shapes. So this kind of looks like it could be an axolotl, or I don't know, some kind of like catfish, because catfishes are a popular imagery that you see in this part of the world as well. But instead of just showing it as a catfish, they've abstracted it into like these angles, right? And then they could have curved it as well. Like, let's say that this is a snake, they could have just curved it, show some, like, S-lines, but instead it's more of, like, this very strict zigzag. So this is very typical from what I've seen, very typical of Paracas, which is northern Peru. The thing is, I don't remember the time period, but with textiles like this, usually it's, like, 1500s and after. So let's take a gamble with that. And then the other thing is, medium says camelid hair. Camelid hair usually refers to like alpacas and related species. Sleep has come to claim me. I will attempt to join the ranks of the slumbering giants. Good night. Good night, Mauser. Thanks for stopping by. So submit guess. Yep, got it. Got it. Oh, it's Nazca Wari. Okay, so it's not necessarily Paracas, but you know, close enough. Oh, it's a little earlier. Okay, that's the thing. I didn't really learn my time periods yet with Peruvian art. Yeah, the guanacos, yeah. So I did end up doing a lot of research in Peruvian textiles and ceramics. The only thing is, like, I didn't do too much studying on their time periods, and sometimes There's also some overlap between the art that you would find here and the overlap that you would find, or the art that you would find in Colombia. And also another area that I study a lot is West Mexico. So sometimes I mistake the two. Not that there's anything like that much in common between the two art styles, but in my mind, the wires just get crossed. So that's my explanation. Let's see what this is. We have Arabic. We have an ibex. I feel like you usually see ibex imagery around the Caucasus. So that would make sense if we're seeing some Arabic too. It might be here. Iraq, Iran, right? Caucasus would be up here. So let's just say... let's say like here, right? Bordering Azerbaijan. What is this? What's the medium? Earthenware, luster painted on opaque white glaze. Maybe medieval? Maybe medieval? I don't know like what is kind of telling me that it's medieval, but maybe because it's such a like shiny artwork that it's like, oh, maybe this was made during the golden age of Islam, you know? But the thing is, I don't know the time period for the golden age. I just know that it was during medieval times, I want to say. So let's take a gander at 1000 CE. Northern Iran. Guess. Nice. Nice, nice. We got the time period. That was just a guess. That was a gamble. Oh, that's interesting. If you guessed specifically this part of Azerbaijan, you wouldn't have gotten it. But if you guess a little bit north, you would have gotten it. That's interesting. But yeah, cool. So this entire region. Very nice, very nice. Yo, this is Moche. I was just talking about West Mexico. Wait. No, yeah, it is Moche. Which is, I think, also Peru. So, Moche is a culture also in Peru. I just forget if it's north or south. You'd think I know by now. But they usually do have what's called these stirrup vessels, which have these like, almost like a handle, but it also doubles as like the spout. Sometimes there's even like a double spout too. But another cool thing about moche ware is that whenever they do like figures like this, or sometimes it's just the face, they're called portrait vessels because they're not like generic faces. Like for example, if you imagine like an emoji, that's generic, as in like that's not a specific person's face, it's just supposed to show a face. Portrait means that it's not generic, it's like an actual person. So this is probably modeled after an actual person, and what's really cool about moche vessels is that, oh no, is it north or south? I kind of forgot. Let's say south. Another cool thing about moche vessels is that they have seen similar portrait vessels of the same person throughout his life. So there's a portrait of this guy when he was like a young man and he was like a warrior, and you could tell because he has like, I think, a scar across his lip. And then you see a portrait of that same person but as an older person, like when he's older basically. And you could tell once again because he has the scar on his lip. So it's just really cool. The thing is, now I'm second guessing myself because it's like, oh, is this moche or is it West Mexican? But let's say moche. Again, time period, not sure. So we're just gonna put it right here at 15 hundo. Submit guess. It was north! It was north! Dang it! I just have to remember that it's always north. But yeah, so this is Peruvian stirrup spout bottle with figure holding a feline. Look, it's for any of y'all with cats, with kitty cats. This is what it'd be like. There was a Tumblr post that I saw that spoke to me on like an emotional level, and it was like, do you think people in ancient times were looking at their cats and they were like making the same comments that we make about our cats, where it's like, look at, like they're looking at a cat and it's just like curled up on the table, and it's like an ancient Greek person like, look at him, he thinks himself to be the senator. It's like, yeah, I could imagine myself saying that. Or like, can you like imagine like an ancient Egyptian person being like, look at Amenhotep. Look at him. He is as if he is bread. He curls up as if he is a loaf of bread. Worship him. Okay, we have Buddhist. The only thing is, this is definitely Buddhist because of the lotus over here, and then like the way that the body is drawn. I just don't know if it's South or Southeast Asia. So we're just gonna have to, not there, not in the middle of the ocean. We're just gonna have to take a guess. The body is pretty, like, curvaceous. So I want to say South Asia? Let's go Uttar Pradesh. Let's say 500. I'm just taking a wild guess. This could be Nepalese. It could be Southeast Asian. I'm just not sure. Yep, Indonesia. Javanese. Okay, I need to familiarize myself with Javanese works. Oh, easy Dogon. So this is West Africa Dogon. Just because we've been seeing this a lot as we've been playing Anthropium. Usually you can tell with the nose shape, the exaggerated lips. And I'm willing to bet that this is brass. Yep, it's brass. So you see a lot of brass work coming out of Benin City, Nigeria. And then typically it's going to be sometime after the 1500s. So let's take a guess. Yeah, there we go. So some of this is not even like my own knowledge. It's just like after playing so many rounds of Anthropium, you start to get a feel for what is in the Met's collection. So this is Edo. This is a head of a queen mother in Ioba. Very cool, very cool. Ooh, this is another thing that if you've played enough rounds of Anthropium, you can kind of tell there's Arabic, so you might think West Asia, right? But if it says, yep, ink and opaque watercolor on paper, this is from the Mughal Empire. So it's actually going to be closer to Pakistan. Let's go ahead and put that there. Let's put it here. Submit guess. Yep, got it. Kalila upbraiding Dimna. Folia from Kalila wa Dimna. The Mughal Empire. We love the Mughals. This also looks Buddhist. Let's see, we have gold, and then we have the clothing folds incorporated within the figure itself. Like, it's kind of like tightly wrapped around the figure. This feels Japanese. Something about the face. Like, the accentuated cheeks and then the little, like, dot. Right? Something about the hair, too, kind of feels Japanese. This is gilt bronze and lost wax cast. Let's say Japan. Let's say Kyoto. And then... yeah, let's say 1500. Submit guess. Oh, it's not! It's China! That's how they getcha. That's how they getcha. What is this? This is Manjushri Bodhisattva of Wisdom with 5 knots of hair. Wuji Wonshu. Oh, cool, cool. What is this? Gilt bronze lost wax. Liao Dynasty. China mid-11th century. Oh, okay, okay. I got. This looks Egyptian. What is this? Marble? Ivory. Ebony and ivory. Ivory and glass. So the hairstyle definitely looks Egyptian. But the features don't look like something you'd see from like Old Kingdom, like traditional Old Kingdom. So I'm very tempted to say like late period Egypt, as in like this is when Greeks and Romans were starting to rule over, and like other foreign monarchs were starting to rule Egypt. So I might want to say closer to like here, like 500 BCE. But let's just see. Oh, it wasn't. It's Assyrian. Interesting. I was going off of the hair because this looks like the same kind of headdress you'd see in ancient Egypt, right? It's not, and it's older. This is Assyrian, a furniture plaque carved in the relief of a woman at the window. It's an ivory carving. Elephant tusks were carved into small decorative objects. Ah, okay, okay. Next round. Round 9 out of 10. Ooh! I feel like we've gotten something like this before. And I think it was Nepalese, right? Tibetan or Nepalese Buddhism. I feel like we've gotten something like this before. Wait, yeah, look at that text. Look at that text. That's Tibetan, I want to say. Or Nepalese, I forget. But it's definitely in that area. So let's put it here. Tibet. And then because this is distemper on cloth is an organic material. So it's more likely to be 1500s and after. So let's put it a little, like 1800s? Submit guess. Yep, Tibetan. This is a tanka. Painting depicts a rare subject in Tibetan art, the life of the Buddha Shakyamuni and his previous incarnations as told in the Jataka tales. These stories form an essential component in the Buddhist cosmology. 2 Jatakas recount the central teaching of Bodhisattva's self-sacrifice. Cool. I'm not gonna read the like all of it, but if this is the life of Shakyamuni Buddha, is there the part where his mom dreams of an elephant and then he's born, right? Maybe there is, but I'm just not seeing it immediately. But yeah, the stories of like Buddhist stories in general are really cool. Because there was one time where I found out that if in Buddhist art you ever encounter art of the Buddha and he's reclining on his side and he has like his hand on his head, that's actually like him dying. That's actually, so like the story of like how Shakyamuni Buddha, aka like the Buddha, is that, or one of the stories is that like one of his followers gave him soup, and the soup was made with a poisonous mushroom, but the follower didn't intend to poison the Buddha. It was either that it was poisonous and the person didn't know, or it was spoiled and that was all the follower was able to make, because like the materials were spoiled, but he still wanted to make something for the Buddha. So he made that soup, so regardless, the Buddha ate this soup, knowing full well that if he did, that he would die, but that was kind of like illustrating his compassion for the people. So he drank the soup, or he ate the meal, and then he knew that he was gonna die, so he like reclined, told his followers, I believe, that he was gonna die, and then just like that's how he went. So at first I was like, oh, that's kind of morbid that there's so much art of him like in that pose, as in like when he's dying. But it's not too different from artwork of Christ on the cross, you know? So it's like two different religions where like you're immortalizing this moment that your mentor, your savior, is like on his deathbed. You know, what a Chad. He's like, yeah, I know this is gonna kill me, but this guy made it for me though. Like I feel like that's me on my anxiety brain. It's like, oh dang, I know that he used spoiled peppers on this, but what am I gonna do? Say no? Like... Alright, last round. Oh my gosh, it's a little guy. It's a little dude. That's adorable. This will kill me, but I'm literally nice, so... I'm niceys. Maybe this is indigenous? Because look, it's ivory, but from a walrus. Yeah, look at that snoot. Look at that snoot. I love that. Hello, Nap. We were talking about Buddhism before you got in. We were talking about the death of the Buddha and how he was fed a soup that he knew full well would kill him, but he was such a Chad that he was like, I'll drink it anyway. Walrus ivory. Where are walruses native to? It's good soup. Because I was gonna say, like, maybe this is indigenous? Like Inuit, right? So maybe, like, Alaska region? But I don't know, actually. I know where seals are. I know that there's Neil the Seal over here in Tasmania, right? Neil the Seal. Neil the Seal. But I'm not entirely sure where this could be from. You know what? I think for some giggles, let's just say it's up here. Let's say it's up here. Let's say that it is a little more contemporary, like over here. Submit guess. Oh, we should have gone more north. So it is Inuit. It is Inuit. Look at that. From Canada, Inuit, 10th to 16th century. But it's older. Ah, we should have gone more north. I see. Cool. Well, we didn't do too bad. What do we get? Top 6%. Very nice. So I think the ones that we didn't do too hot on were, okay, the Buddhist figurine, just because, like, there's such a wide variety of places you could look. It could be India, it could be Nepal, it could be Tibet, it could be Vietnam, it could be Laos, it could be Cambodia, it could be Thailand, it could be Indonesia. So where else? Another Buddhist figure. Oh, we thought it was Japanese. It was actually Chinese. And then, yeah, the walrus ivory. So those are the ones that we didn't get as much geographically. And then time-wise, this one, the stirrup vessel. Just because I don't know my moche time, my time periods that well. But cool. Cool, cool. That was fun. That's always fun to do. But alright, that is our dailies for the day. So now what we're going to be doing is, let's see. We still have a good amount of minutes before the ad break, so we could just get right into it. You rapscallions. You You little miscreants. Yeah, oh, we're so medieval. We're so medieval. I'm trying to remember, yesterday's, what's it called? Yesterday's strands was all about, like, words for, like, miscreants, right? And I was like, this is me when I think about the Babinkovs. It was like whippersnapper, rapscallion, you know? Hello, Mike Niru, or is it Mike Niru? Hello. Welcome to the class. If we wanted to learn about general art history, do you have any recommended books or sources? That's a fantastic question. So, when I was first learning about art history, I was assigned a gigantic tome of a book. Let me see if I can find it. Gardner's Art Through the Ages. It's gigantic, and like I think you're completely fair in not wanting to get it because it's so gigantic, but this is a good just kind of like, oh, I'm realizing that I'm not showing my screen. There we go. Gardner's Art Through the Ages is like a gigantic tome, basically, but it does show art from literally like all over the world. It's not all-inclusive, like it doesn't like it covers all of the major like regions and continents that you're gonna encounter in art history. That's why it's such a huge tome of a book. But it's definitely more about like, how do I say this? Breadth over depth, but there are some places where you're still gonna get a lot of depth. Yeah, college textbook size? More, actually. Think of like two college textbooks in a row. Let's see if there's like a picture of... This is the one I have, actually. I have the one with Van Gogh's artwork on it. Oh, here. This is how big it is, if you can kind of tell from the picture. Open image in new tab. As you can see, it's a veritable, like, tome. Yeah, it's big. So if you don't want to break your back, there are also a good handful of different YouTube channels out there. A lot of my knowledge does come from, I majored in art history. So a lot of that just came from, like, when I was in college, just stuff that I retained from then. But if you want to kind of start from scratch and not have to buy a huge book, there are a handful of different YouTube channels out there. Trying to remember, maybe I have some of them saved over here. Okay, no, I think oh no, Inspiraggio is a good one. Inspiraggio is a good one, but he kind of specializes more in like kind of creepy paintings. So I'll put this one in here. There's you know what? let's put this, Fauvism. Because there's a lot of channels that just explain, here, like Curious Muse is another good one. Where they kind of just explain like the broad strokes of certain movements. Sotheby's, I think, is a museum, but they also go a little bit into different like art movements. Expressionism. Let's go into something controversial, like conceptual art. The Art Assignment, that's another good one. Art Assignment is good as like kind of an intro to art, especially like modern and contemporary art as well. Art Theory Crash Course is another good one, if you want. I'm trying to think of some other ones that I recall from my own research. Curious Muse, but I don't know if they're still active, is the thing. But they have a lot of good ones. I think, yeah, Art Assignment is on there. Fauvism, I feel like I should have like one more. What's in the middle? What's in the middle of this? Surrealism. That's still early 20th century, but Curious Muse, Jessica Hopper, Crash Course, Contemporary Patchwork, Christie's. I feel like that was another one other than Art Assignment that was really good at explaining. Oh, you know what? Great Art Explained is another good one. I refer to this one every so often. Dun, 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 dun. Here, Great Art Explained. That's another good one. So yeah, those ones are just like if you want to just get into art history. If you want to study like a particular subject, then you might just have to look up. Well, this is a good starting point, and I do know that we have an ad break in a couple of seconds, less than a minute. But it's also good to familiarize yourself with different art movements or like regions that you want to kind of like look more into. So for example, if you're interested in like Mesopotamian to Egyptian art, then like the wider category would be ancient art, right? Once you get to like once you get to like the fall of the Western Roman Empire, that becomes medieval art. Then into Renaissance art, and then into early modern art. That's where you have things like Baroque and Mannerism and stuff like that. But I could explain a little bit more, but we do have an ad break coming up, and I usually take a break during the ad breaks. I'm floating! So let's go ahead and take our ad break, and then we'll get right into the swing of Scriptorium. But if you have any other questions about art history, let me know. Ad break! Sorry, give me a second. I'm chewing on a torta. Okay, chewing is done. Oh yeah, I was just getting the mosh pit music ready for later on. But okay, we're back. We're back. We're gonna play Scriptorium if it'll show. There we go. There we go. But if you guys ever have any questions about art history, anything like that, let me know. Let me know whether it's like, yeah, getting into it, starting off, kind of like Mikeniru's. Let me know if I'm pronouncing that right, by the way. Like whether it's like kind of just generally getting into it, or if it's like a very specific region, like, oh, tell me more about like Tibetan art or like ancient art. Correct, thank you. Awesome. Nice to have you here, Mikeniru. But yeah, like, let me know. Let me know. I don't know every single, like, art style, but, you know, I can do the research. I love research. Don't ask ChatGPT, ask me. Ask a funny little bear on the interwebs. Yeah, let's get into Scriptorium. So, for those who don't know, this is a fun little game where you basically make art via medieval assets, like things that come from medieval manuscripts, or rather are inspired by medieval manuscript artwork. Binka GPT, yeah, ask me. Don't ask me anything because I'm just gonna give you a shrug, but if it's about art history, I might have some information. I'll give you a more uncertain shrug, because I'll be like, I feel like I do know something about it, but you know. Anyway, you guys like my medieval art? This is my rendition of myself with you guys. With I couldn't find like a leaf asset that looked like, you know, the banana leaves that you guys are like sliding around on the floor there. So this is the closest thing that I could find. That's you guys. That's the Babinkubs and me. You like my little jester hat? I couldn't find like something that would match. I'm sure there is an asset that would match for my earrings, but this I just wanted to go with this, you know? The only thing with Scriptorium is that it has been a while. It's been a while since we last played. There are a couple of mechanics that I don't remember, so we're just gonna have to recall all of them. Beautiful hat. Thank you, Dove Beetle. Hello. I too love the jester hat. I too wish to jingle the jangle. Sometimes. But yeah, this was me just kind of like playing around with it. Finish. Oh, and since we have music, wait, is the music actually coming through? I don't think it is. We're gonna have to go into the supply closet so that I can turn on the music. So it's gonna get dark. Basically, I'm moving to a scene where all of my audio assets are. There we go. That was the supply closet. Do not be afraid. Be not afraid. There we go. I don't know if the sound is like coming through just then. If not, you know what? One more time into the supply closet. I just want to make sure. Scriptorium, there we go. And I'm gonna pause the Miku music. So let me know if this is audible now. Awesome, thank you, thank you. Alright, so there is a story mode to this, and we did play it quite a while back. I think it's been like at least a month, right? And Gojikins, hello, and Dubbeetle, you got your sticker. Oh yeah, for any new students, we do have a 1-point redeem. It's our Scratch and Sniff a sticker. It's a little check-in system, only if you want to, but if you do check in, a cool little sticker shows up on the screen that is based off of a Filipino treat. So I'll leave that up to you. Let's go ahead and continue from where we left off. That's right! I forgot! This is my look. We are a strange purple creature. We have a cat, right? Just like my cat's IRL. We have challenges. It's challenge day. We have a little guy. We have a little goblin, I want to say. Look at that snoot. Yeah, right? Just stopping in for a sec to grab my sticker. Yeah, you grab that sticker. And we also have a pigment workshop. I remember this was fun to play around with because we have a dragon. This, I believe, is a medieval rendition of a clam or a mussel or one of the many creatures that live in shells like that. What is it, like a bivalve or something? We can mix some colors from what I do recall. Let's mix court red, heavenly blue. Unfortunately, I don't think we could do 3. Yeah, we can't do 3, unfortunately, but we could still mix. There we go, we got ourselves a pigment. They make little sounds, and then when we click on the dragon... Wait, what do we need? Do we need something? I forgot. Bishop's purple. Oh, we used the dragon to melt the gold, and then we put the gold in there. I remember. And then what do we do with the rats? Oh, this was the instructions. Pick a flower, use the grinder. Turtle. It's a turtle. Okay, it's not a bivalve. It's a turtle. And then there you go. You got yourself a sticker. Let's see which one popped up. Oh, it's the Sapin. Nice. I love Sapin. Each pigment creation consumes 1 petal. Petals respawn the next day. New pigments must be put into a clean, empty shell. Oh yeah, that's right. We don't have a clean, empty shell. You can also create gold dye. Use the dragon to melt the gold bar. Gold pigment dries out after 1 day, so you need to make a new one. You can also create new colors by combining ingredients. Or molten gold in a flour. Just make sure to melt the gold first, then crush the flour into it. And then you can have 2 legendary flowers growing in your garden. Complete the orders, and one day you'll receive them as a token of gratitude. Cool. We do have enough gold to make ourselves another color, but we don't like need it right now. We don't need it. So we could do some more orders. Oh, that's right, we decorated our little abode, right? Let's take some orders. Choose a client. Swords, a fluttering of flags, a clash of arms. This is from Godfrey. Will you draw something nice for my daughter? Let's go with Mr. Latrine first. What a name. And then we'll, oh no. Look, he's got flies around him. And then we'll go with Noble Godfrey over here. Poor picture. So we're not gonna get a lot out of it. That's fine though. We just want to make something cute and nice. Confirm. I found a piece of parchment on the pavement. It's a bit sticky, but it looks decent, so I scrounged around and saved up a few coins for a present for my daughter. Could you draw something pretty on it? Bro's literally Mr. Toilet, yeah. Yeah, right, especially with, like, he looks like he's got bugs in his hair, poor guy. It's not the cleanest indeed. What should I draw? I was thinking about a nice picture she could hang on the wall. Oh, I always forget we don't have a home anymore. Oh no! So she'll wear it under her hat. We're really painting a picture here. What happened to your house? May hell consume the king and queen. Our house blocked the queen's view of the public latrines. So that scoundrel, the king, to spite his wife, demolished our sweet home. Wait, why does she want to look at the latrines though? And instead of helping us, the queen ordered the destruction of the latrines. Our family ran. And so we were left homeless and jobless. Anyway, Mary likes nature, especially rabbits. Draw lots of them. Poor guy. This is pretty cool because you could see like the texture on it, the like kind of leathery texture. Because parchment did used to like, I mean, if I recall correctly, it was made from animal hide, right? Like goats and stuff. So she likes bunnies. Can we add some nature first? Let's add some nature. Get some nice coloration in here. There we go. Is there any other things that... Oh yeah, there we go. We got some trees over here. We can add a whole bunch of... Here, we got dirt. Let's have like a whole little scene here. You know, if it's for the daughter, why not? I bet writing material was expensive as heck back then. What a considerate gift for his kid. Right? Especially because it sounds like he doesn't have that much to go off of. So... Oh wait, what if we like... What if we like Bob Ross this, where... Wait, Bob Ross would start in the back with the mountains, is the thing, right? We can make this a little bit bigger. Put it behind. But yeah, like this guy seems really sweet and considerate. We don't have any other like mountain stuff that we can put here. We'll delete that. Yeah, you know how like in Bob Ross's stuff he has like, you know, usually like a body of water over here. Let's see if we could like recreate that. Yeah, like right there. Maybe not that one. How about this one? Oh, that's even bigger. What the heck? Yeah, you know what? Let's put this all the way in the back. Ah, you know what? And then we put the land over it. There we go. There we go. We gotta play with our layers a little bit. There we go. Okay, now we're cooking with gas. So let's put this above. There we go. I think they need more grass. Here we go. Let's put some... Oh, I meant to shrink this one. Oh, we could turn this into like a kind of a tree? Like, we can make it into kind of a tree. Oh, and there's like vines and stuff? Because right now it looks kind of deserty. We want to... Oh, that's big. We can add some plants to make it look a little less deserty. We could add leaf by leaf. But I will not do that. There we go. Okay, let's add some bunnies. Oh, musical instruments. Oh, are the rabbits playing the instruments? We got some strange beasts. Let's see the Benuis. Oh my god, we could get a little fish. The fish can be pink. Let's make like a salmon, right? It looks so mad. Why does it look like that? I love that. Alright, we need a bunny. She likes bunnies, right? Where'd the bunny? Oh, here. Some Benuis. There we go. We don't need perspective because this is medieval times, you know? Like who needs perspective? Oh, we could put a butt. We could put a butt on the bunny. There we go. No, maybe that's improper for if this is for a girl. If it was for like a fully grown adult, then I feel like, you know, we could be a little cheeky, but no room for cheekiness here. We got to keep it nice and wholesome for the little one, right? Wait, there's a salmon with a hat. Yeah, literally cheeky, right? Mary will be delighted. There's still more. There's still more that we want to add. There we go. One salmon over here, one salmon over there. We also have a little marginalia, right? A little side doodle. We can maybe add as like a little hee hee ha ha. That's our little secret. Okay, more bunnies. We need more bunnies. Oh yeah, what if it's a bunny person? What if it's a bunny person? Or a mermaid. Mermaid bunny. A mer bunny. Right? We have this cool fantastical scene. Let's put a bunny head. There we go. Flip it and reverse it. Are there ears? Are there bunny ears? I guess not. Ah, dang. I was hoping to tie that all together, like the little... There's human features here. There's human features. Yeah, we need the bunny ears to make this into like a bunny mermaid. I feel like that would delight her. That would delight the little girl, right? Oh wait, there are bunny ears. I'm silly. But it's hidden specifically like where the dad's like little icon. The cool thing about this program is that there's a lot of cool little tools. Like you can mirror things. You can play around with like what layer it's on. There we go. We got a bunny made. A mer bunny. You know what? Can we edit the No, we don't want to add a little too much. There we go. We have our our little bunny mermaid. Maybe a couple more bunnies, right? A couple more. Why does the bunny look scared? Poor guy. There we go. We'll play around with a little bit of perspective, right? Just a teensy bit. Okay, we have a scared bunny and a more confident bunny. And then I feel like, wait, we need a little bit of like visual balance here. Like there's a little too much going on here and not enough things going on here. So let's add one more bunny character and maybe Maybe they're playing an instrument. They're playing the mandolin. Right? What is this? What is that? What is he doing? Like, what the guy doing? We're not gonna add that in. That might be a little upsetting to the little girl, but you know. There are definitely things happening here. Oh, we could add fins. Maybe this can replace the arms. There we go. You know what? Let's duplicate this. Duplicate. There we go. Yeah, we need one more bunny. Or a cat, or it could be any one of these things. It could be a dog too. Let's have a dog. Oh my gosh. We can make it so that he's rocking out. Right? And let's make him a different color. Black, yellow? Like a golden retriever? Something like that, you know? Make that bigger. Move it over here. There we go. Rotate it a little. It'll make it look like he's rocking out, you know? Like he's absolutely shredding that mandolin or whatever that is, you know? Oh, we still need one more thing. Draw rabbits? Okay. Oh! Here we go. What if it's not a dog? What if it's another bunny? We just gotta make this a little bit bigger. It's not gonna be perfect. It's not gonna be a perfect fit, but you know. Wait, is there a way that we could just use the body? Oh, we can! We could just replace this whole dog. As entertaining as that was, but let's refashion this into a bunny. Oh wait, what am I doing? There we go. Make him a little bit smaller. We got the little feet. He might, if we're lucky, the bunny might even play Wonderwall for us. Little tail. There we go. Oh, look at that. The way that we angle the legs, it makes it look like he's dancing. So, let's put this, reverse that, flip it and reverse it. Oh, there we go. Then the mandolin makes a little bit more sense. And then flip this one. There we go. There we go. It looks like he's jamming out. We need some eyes. We need some body parts. Now, you know what? This kind of looks funny if we reverse it. It looks like he's looking around and being like, oh, ho, ho, a hee hee hee. There we go. We made a fantastical tale of bunnies, mer bunnies, and some fish. So I feel like I can call this done. Maybe, is there anything else that we can add here? Ooh, hellfire. Nah, we don't want to add hellfire. I think I did see a rainbow somewhere. Where's the rainbow? You know, are these clouds? What are these? There's food, furniture. Ooh, architecture. A bell tower in the distance, mayhaps? There we go. It's like way in the distance. Nah, I feel like that doesn't quite balance it. Because there's a lot of empty space here, but we could also live with that empty space, right? In fact, let's balance things out even more. Let's put this right here. Put this over here. Alright, I feel like that's good. I feel like that's done. So, complete. It'll be saved in my journal. From there you can copy it to the sandbox gallery and edit it later. It's finished! It's beautiful, almost like our best latrine. You did great, so elegant. I wish I could marry your skills. Show this to all your friends. I am. Babinkubs. Yeah, with the scenery, export. Nice, back. I will show to all my friends. Babinkubs, look. What do you think? Thoughts? Thoughts on the bunnies? It's okay if you have no thoughts, because I think it's great. I also like the cow. There's something about the bulging eye that's delightful scene, right? It's a little fantasy for the little one, right? I also like the bunny that is just constantly incredulous. That's just like, wow! Wowzers! These stains, they're so pretty. That's what you focus on, bro? That's what you focus on? Rabbit goes to the forest. Menacing. Alright, let's see what else we got. Mary will be so happy. She once had a rabbit just like that. It's a shame we had to eat it! Aw. Whoa. Okay, I might have to go to Twitch Mobile for this one. Oh no. Do. Stream manager, there we go. Let's see, are we back? We are back. I wonder what that was all about. Yeah, I was dropping frames for a second. I was looking at my stream manager and wait, let me refresh. I think we're back. Refresh if you need to. Yeah, let me know. Let me know, because right now OBS is showing me that I have full bars and that I was only dropping frames for a little bit. But let me know. If anything, there might be a lag, because that does kind of happen sometimes whenever OBS does that, or whenever I disconnect and reconnect. But yeah, let me know. Otherwise, we can continue on. I think the big thing is whether or not... Let's see. Like, I'm going to my Discord, and as long as it doesn't say that I started streaming again, that's kind of like the main thing. But alright, I think we're back. Let's go ahead and get back into it. You didn't miss much. I think the only thing I said before I realized that the frames were dropping is that my dad, when I was little, he took me to like this place that sells all kinds of things, like kind of like a swap meet, but there was also like a vendor that had chicks, like baby chickens, and he got one for me, and I was so delighted. Oh, thank you for linking the Discord, Matthew. I was so delighted, and then I forgot about it because I was young. I was like probably 9 or 10 years old, something like that. Little did I know that my dad put it in the backyard, but the thing is, we lived in like a really small duplex. Like, we didn't really have a backyard. It was more like a back area that was like, honest to God, maybe like 2 feet in width, but like a little bit more in terms of like length. But yeah, it was just like a grassy back area. And my dad had like basically raised the chick in that back area without me knowing. And then I didn't know it at the time, but like eventually he revealed to me that like, oh look, your chick became chickens. You got 2 chickens in the backyard over here, or in what little of a backyard that we could call, you know? And I was like, so, once again, so delighted. I was like, oh my gosh, we have chickens. This is so cool. I don't know why I never realized it. Once again, I was like 9. It's very possible that like, either I don't remember or I was just like busy being an elementary school student. And then I want to say the same day that he revealed to me that we have chickens, he cooked them. He cooked the chickens. I remember being so sad because like, I was like, you just told me that the chicks that we got have become these fantastic looking chickens and now they're gone. Now they're gone. So, this guy talking about the rabbit that she had, bringing back those little memories. Let's go ahead and move on, shall we? Yeah, I probably should have put a content warning, but such is life. Your fame grows with each manuscript. The Guild of Assassins and Joybusters has heard of you. They don't like you writing such colorful manuscripts. Life is meant to be gray and dreary. Next time, use this black flower to darken your pigments. Oh no. Open the package. What do I get? This was in the package. A dude, a bunny, and a rainbow. Nice. Wow. Look at those butts. Oh, that's cool. You can use the butts to make a flower. Wait, that's so creative. Wait, let me see again. Yeah, you could use like the bread as like the center of it. That's so funny. Okay. Okay, we have another order. Now we can make some more things. Oh, we have a black flower now. Very cool. So what happens if we do red and black? Come here, turtle. Is it gonna be like blood red? Ooh, new shell slot unlocked. Cool. Maybe we can buy a, shall we buy a shell and make this into a color that we want to use? Yeah, let's do it. There we go. Nice. We have a cool blood red for all of our, like, super edgy, you know, like, grimdark needs, right? And a daily offer. Oh, this is cool, actually. What is this? No, wait, no! I didn't mean to use it, but I guess since I have the flower now, might as well, right? Oh, you know what? Let's make it shiny. Excuse me, sir? Oh, there can't be flowers on it yet. Okay, let's put this back, put that back. Here we go. Wait, do I put it here? Oh, there we go. We melt it. We add the flowers. Oh, it only has to be one color. I see, I see. What is this? Bishops? Oh, so we already made that combination. Let's do black then. Let's do this. Let's make a shiny black. There we go. Oh, which color? We have to get rid of a color though. White teeth. Bishop's purple. Creamy pink. We could get rid of... Oh, I do like the yellow though. Dang, all these are cool. And we don't have enough money for another shell, unfortunately. This is Night Sky Black. I guess... we'll get rid of this one. We'll get rid of the white. I like the little creatures. And now we have this new color. Very cool. Alright, let's get back into it. Let's do a couple more orders. Okay, we did say that we would do Godfrey, but I wasn't expecting all these other people. So we got Woodcutter Wolf, Grandfather Mouse, and Lovelorn Fox Renard. So swords, Arthur, where art thou? Peep, 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 happy, peep, peep, remove hate, peep, 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 peep. Oh, I think it's onomatopoeia, so it's like peep, 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 peep. Help me awaken the love in a certain she-wolf. Okay, okay. Let's do the swords. Let's do the swords first. We will get quite the reward for this. Miracle in the desert. Let's make a war scene now. Look at me! It's me on this page, and this one. Beautiful, isn't it? Your predecessor, the green one, started painting this book, but suddenly he stopped and threw me out of the scriptorium, along with the manuscript. You finish this work. Green. Predecessor. Uncle! Yes, sir, and why did he throw you out of the scriptorium? Out of jealousy of my appearance, or because he'd never had an interesting adventure himself, perhaps? He mumbled something about a devil in human skin, but I wasn't listening. Oh well, what exactly should I paint? A story about me and my glory days, and about our magnificent king. The very beginning of our acquaintance was epic! Imagine this. He's about to start spitting. Heat pours from the sky. I stand alone, surrounded by only sand and dry bushes. The only sound is the rumbling in my stomach. Suddenly, a huge monster stands before me. Like a man, but not a man. A giant head without a body. Can you believe it? We fought for ages, and when I defeated him, I saw a hand sticking out of his mouth. I pulled it, and that's how I pulled out the king. Very fanciful. Okay, okay. So what does this guy want? Beast body parts. What did he say again? He said something about, like, extra wishes. How did I know I had saved the king? I had a specific item of clothing. The monster had no body, only a giant stone head, with horns and a large mouth full of sharp fangs and a long tongue. Okay. So we need to put the creature here. We have a giant stone head, you say? So we can maybe make this... Oh, we do have that gray color. Actually, it's more of like a shiny black color. We don't really have a gray now that I think about it. Ah, should we go back to this? Should we go back to the color place and make a gray color, I think? Can we do that? Can we go back? We can! Okay, cool. So we might need to replace one of the colors, unfortunately. So let's replace the dragon green. And let's make a gray so that we can look more like stone. So we got white, we got black. Mixed it all together. Nice. We got ourselves a new color. Alright, let's get back to it. So now we can make this gray to make it look like stone. Flip it and reverse it. Make it big. Actually, isn't there a helmet over here? Like, yeah, like this. We could just use this, can't we? If it's a giant head with, like, fangs and stuff. Like, can we not just, like, use that? Or would that be, like, too on the nose? Do they really want... What was it again? No body, only a giant stone head with horns and a large mouth full of sharp fangs and a long tongue. So yeah, I guess we're just gonna have to DIY it. Let's make it ourselves. This could be flames, right? Put this... He looks like he has a mohawk. Let's make this even bigger. Because if it's large enough for a person to come out of it, right, then it's gotta be big. With horns. Oh, there we go. We got our horns. Oh, humongo. What color are the horns, I wonder? Maybe this one can be, like, black. There we go. Yo, Rootless Bow! Hello, thank you for joining the class. How you doing? My name's Babinka Bear. I'm your local Sun Bear art history teacher and educational streamer. And we're just playing a little bit of Scriptorium. We have a request to depict a strange beast. So we're just playing around with that depiction. Yeah, what if this is hair? Well, I'll keep this over here for now. Oh, we could also just do this for the horns. Maybe 2 pairs of horns, right? 2 pairs of horns. Make them both black. And then what was it again? Large mouthful of sharp fangs and a... Oh wait, what if... what if this is fangs instead? We need a mouth. We need maybe a beast's mouth. Maybe a butt. Maybe even a butt. There's a shell. Yeah, can we get a mouth here? Huh. Oh, here are a couple of body parts. What if the mouse looks like this? Nah, it needs to be bigger. We need more. What else can we get from here? Oh, here we go. Now we got something. What is this? That could also be horns. Ooh, let's add some wings. Some devilish little wings. You really want to make this... Oh, no. There we go. I'm glad that Control Z works with this. There we go. We got some little wings. Let's duplicate it. Flip it and reverse it. There we go. Now, you know what? This needs to go on top. And I think we also eventually need to give this person hair. Okay, what's this? This almost looks like a duckbill. Oh, I realize this is the... Ah, you know what? This is the... That's the bottom jaw. This is the top part. I see. So what if we do... Yeah, what if we fit this around the stone head? We'll make this gray. Make it mix a little bit. Yeah, what if we just, like, put this over it, right? Nah, then I feel like that's too on the nose. So why don't we just duplicate? Flip vertically. Ooh, there we go. I was hoping we get more mouth options, though. That's the thing. Are there any other mouth options that we can? Oh, we could add some marginalia. Gotta add our little cat here. You know. Because why not? Why not have a little bit of whimsy? Wait, is this a slug? It's a little slug head. I want something better for the mouth, but this might be all that we have to work with. Is this about, like, what is this actually supposed to be? Is that... I think that's just a face, isn't it? That looks like a mouth. Alright, what parts are here? Yeah, you know what? Let's just start putting some eyes and stuff here. Ooh, I have an idea. Let's make this really big. Duplicate it. Flip it. There we go. We have a strange creature. We have the makings of a strange creature here. Is there a nose? Is there a nose that we can use? No nose? Not yet, I guess. Unless, wait, we could, let's think creatively here. We can't make it gray, but let's think creatively. Duplicate, flip. Ooh, there we go. We have our demonic figure. Right, let's add some... I feel like hair is like the last thing, and maybe this should be the hair. There we go. It kind of looks like he has a mohawk. But let's add a little bit more fire. Here, we can add some stuff here. Oh, that's right. We do have a lot of options, actually. I just keep forgetting to check the color portion. Yeah, you know what? Let's add all this. There we go. Hellfire and brimstone. Alright, so let's see. No body, only a giant stone head with horns, a large mouth full of sharp fangs, and a long tongue. We forgot the tongue. What can we use here for... Oh! I didn't realize we have... Oh my gosh! I need to check the color section because we have all these tools that I just completely missed out on. Dang. Okay, do we trash this? I like the frog eyes, but we have these too. Which is like, it's a little bit more menacing. Menacing. And there's horns, there's ears. What is this? A slug! We got a slug. Okay, let's make this bigger. Batter. Duplicate. Flip. Actually, a little bit smaller. There we go. Oh, the rest of this is like landscape. We need the tongue. Maybe the horn can double. Oh wait, this can also be a tongue. Wait, the slug. The slug was there for a reason. The slug was there for a reason this entire time. Wait, but I want it to look like a tongue though, so let's... What if the horn... What if it's just the horn? We make it pink? There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Ooh, that looks pretty convincing actually. There we go. We have our menacing creature here. And we can pick all of this. Put it here. Well, then suddenly a huge monster attack. Luckily, I never leave my weapon behind. Heat pouring from the sky all around me was only sand and dry bushes. Ah, that's why there's a lot of, like, landscape and stuff. So let's make this bigger. Put it all the way in the back. God, this is actually so much fun. This is so much fun. There we go. We have our desert region over here. Let's move this here, move this here. Dang, I probably should have done this first, but that's okay. Some rocky mountains in the distance. I'm getting really into this actually. Oh, give me a second. Gotta mute for a sec. Alright, sorry about that. Back. Alright, let's finish this, this rocky outcrop. If I'm using that word right. Let's see. HETQW5, hello! We're making some medieval art today. I'm drawing this fantastical scene. Well, not drawing, but I'm composing a wild scene with demonic figures and whatnot. They said there were also bushes. Where are the bushes here? We need some dry bushes. Not really much in the way of bushes, but it's okay. What is it? Sand and dry bushes. Wait, are these meant to be bushes? Like, what? Or I thought they were just mountains, but they could be little, like, mounds. Oh, you know what? Here. We have a bunch of, like, kind of like dead roots. Let's duplicate that. Put that here. And what else can we put? Let's see, maybe stuff from the sky? Oh, here we go. We got some, oh yeah, whatever this is, right? Is this like a seed that isn't, you know, nothing's happening to it? Actually, no. What is this supposed to be? Like it's just like a doot doot. Alright, one more thing. Maybe just a little mountain thingy over here. There we go, and then put it in the background. Alright, cool. That's the end of that scene. Oh, you know what? I realized I could also be putting stuff over here. So I don't need to put that much stuff here. I'll put some stuff here as well. He also needs a weapon. There we go. He has his axe. And a bow and arrow. What if it's a bow but no arrow? Oh, actually, here, we could do this. Rotate. Get rotated. There we go. What a mighty warrior. And then, how do we know he's the king? He has a special garment. There we go. It's the crown. Let's copy the creature. Oh, you know what? Okay, we're gonna have to do this. We duplicate all that? There we go. We can. We certainly can. Put it all in the back. Open the mouth up like this. There we go. Convincing, methinks. Duplicate. Put it here. Almost done, almost done. Doesn't have to match exactly, you know. It's a fantasy scene. Alright, I think we fulfilled everything that we need to. Yeah, let's go ahead and complete it. Don't show this again. It's finished! Good job! It's immediately obvious that both the king and I are perfect. You should export this masterpiece. Let's see. I bet the Pope would love it. Oh, look at the cat! It's moving. I sense star potential in you. Your art is flawless. Let's keep on keeping on, shall we? Thanks to you, the whole world will know that I saved and brought to our kingdom the best king in history. Cool, what do we get out of this? Tap on the package to open it. Alright, we got some knights. We got some knights with some jaunty poses. Very cool. Ooh, what's this? I like that each time we get shown a little, like, here's how you make this cool composition, you know? Like, we can make a flower out of butts. I feel like that's pretty sick. Ooh, I forgot there's challenges that we have to be paying attention to. We have our little chimera here. Tap the egg to collect the reward for completing a challenge. Complete a challenge to break the shell. Wash 5 shells, submit an order with your own short text. At least 10 different characters even if the client didn't request them. Ah, okay, okay. I forgot about that. Okay, let's, oh yeah, let's look at our journal. Let's look at what we made in the past, shall we? Completed orders. Uncle Reenie. That's right, we made him look really sick nasty. And then Boruto, or Boruta. Mobis tribus hic habitare licet. And then this one, yeah, we made this one. The cool fantastical scene for the Mr. Latrine. And then the knight, Godfrey. Did we really only make 4 pieces of artwork? I guess we were yapping a lot the last time. Oh no, we made one for this person. Here, Christina the Poet. That's right, we made little love scenes and stuff. The dog's new clothes. Okay, let's keep on going then. Let's keep on going. It's fun to like, you're working with kind of like a limited amount of assets, but there is a little bit of joy in that. Oh, these are different from last time. This guy retained from last time, but now we're getting different audiences. So we got a retired knight, we got Saint John. Why is Saint in quotes? Draw my hermit life, full of trials and satanic temptations. Okay, that sounds pretty fun. Are you keeping the queen waiting? The queen's emissary? Sharpen thy quill and draw a beast. A big beast? Wait, this also sounds really sick. Arthur, where art thou? Dang, satanic temptations or a big beast? That's kind of a hard choice. Let's do the beast. Let's make a big beast. Confirm. Hello, my dear child. My friends from the army and I were reminiscing about our old expeditions, and we came up with the idea to create the first great bestiary. Johnny still sees and writes quite well, but we have no one who can paint. Will you illustrate our bestiary? It would be an honor. I would love to draw some exotic animals, although I've never seen one. No problem! We've gathered our knowledge and have a detailed description. Let's start with the great African beast. Yo, this is actually how some fantastical creatures were made, when someone like saw something like a giraffe or a rhino and then explained it to someone who had never seen it before. And that's how you get like a unicorn. Or like a good example is the questing beast. Because the questing beast is like this fantastical animal with like the neck of a serpent, but also the body of like a jaguar and the horns of I forgot what it was, like some kind of horns. And like if you think about it, that's just describing a giraffe, but like if you've never seen a giraffe before, it's like this fantastical beast. So I wonder if that's what he's gonna explain right now, if that's what he's going to like be like, oh yes, it's the questing beast. What does this great African beast look like? Legs like oaks, a nose like a branch, 2 large teeth and 2 fans instead of ears, and it's so big that people build towers on its back. I think we know what this is, but for the fun of it and for the spirit of how the medieval artist did it, let's take some liberties, shall we? I think you and I might know what animal he's referring to, but let's make it wacky. Try your best. All the animals you will paint for us will end up on 1 parchment. Okay, the big beast. On 1 parchment, you say? So do I have to be pretty, like, conservative with the spacing here? Or can I take up this entire square, you think? Let's find out, let's find out. Clearly that creature is a Chilin. Exactly. I wonder what the commissioners originally thought at the end results when they requested. Yeah, do you think they're just like, perfect? Like, this is exactly how I saw it, because they can't take pictures back then. That's why they're like commissioning an artist. So do you think by the time the artist is done, the commissioner is already kind of foggy with the memory? So they're just like looking at the parchment and they're like, you know what? I think that's what it looked like. Good job. Here's your gold. Alright, so what was it gonna paint? Over half of the area in the frame. I can do that. The beast has legs like oaks and a nose like a branch. Okay, we got some trees and stuff here. Legs like oaks. Or is there a button here? Oh no, there is not. Okay. Close enough, exactly. You know what? No one's gonna believe me otherwise, so close enough. Legs like an oak. Maybe we get one of these? Oh, wait, what if... No, we need, like, less color. Legs like an oak. We already have another ad break? That came and went so fast. Alright, it's happening in about a minute, so we still have a little bit of time to play around here. And a nose like a branch. Maybe, yeah, we could do something with this. Or maybe we play around with one of these. Yeah, what if we turn this upside down? And this is the nose, maybe? Okay, let's turn this upside down. Wait. Oh yeah, you know what? We'll make it into like a sea creature. Let's do it like this. Duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. It'll look like a sea creature. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, ad break. We'll pause. Okay, so we're back, but I'm gonna pause for a little bit because I do think there's a little bit of lag, and also just so I can drink some more water. So we'll get started in about a minute. Okay, now we're back for surezies, and even if there is lag, I think you guys should be back. So let's go ahead and get back into it. It's gone, the game is gone. Well, it's just minimized. So I think, right? Yeah. Okay, so just in case there was lag and the ad break started and you missed anything, we're gonna make our not elephant, cause what he's describing is definitely an elephant. But we're gonna put our own spin on it, a la the actual medieval artist. So, if the legs are like oaks, we're gonna turn him into some kind of sea creature, methinks. Let's do something like this. Duplicate. There we go. And then we do have the nose. He doesn't say trunk, he says nose. That is like a branch. And the beast is so big that people build towers on its back. So we need a big body. Oh my god, what if we make it so— oh, we could give it any head, now that I think about it. We can make it a bull, we can make it a dog. A dog? Right? We could give it a snail shell. Ooh, we could even like make it something big like Alright, let me look at some other options first. Okay, yeah, let's use one of these. Oh, maybe we could use the fish as a base, right? Since we did say that we're gonna make it into like an aquatic creature. So let's make it big. There you go. Nice big guy. And we'll make this kind of like our base. And what if we make him like we kind of want to match this like color, right? Wait, we can make him a little smaller. There we go. Ah, we could do that, but is there any other parts that we could use? We could put a butt on him. We could put a little cheeky, quite literally cheeky butt. Oh, that's backwards. There we go. We keep it cheeky. Oh my god, it's like a dorsal fin. Maybe there's another branch we could play with here. And this we rotate like that. So it looks like it's kind of like coming out from his like underside. Or maybe, oh, you know what? I got an idea. Some of these are behind. There we go. Some of these are behind. There we go. We're playing with perspective a teensy weensy bit. Now, you know what? These should be behind. Yeah, that one should be behind, and then this one should be front. This one is behind. And this one's up front. There we go. Okay, we're making some kind of a creature. Wait, what if we make it bigger? Oh yeah, what if— ooh, their limb connects like here to the side. Yeah, okay, delete all this. Duplicate, because now it's here on like this side. Oh, what if we mirror it? Copy that. And then this one, duplicate. Okay, we're making something weird. We're making something nice and strange. And we want a big ol' snoot. Well, they did say the nose is like a branch. But the branch could be this big, right? Or something like that. There we go. It's coming off the page. There we go. Ah, there we go. That's looking more convincing, right? Oh, what if we make him green? What if oh, we don't have the color green. The color has dried out. I forgot about that. I forgot that that was a mechanic. But you know what? That means we can make green now. Let's take this one. It's all dried out anyway. Let's make yellow, blue, mash it all up. There we go. We got ourselves a cool green that we can use for our project. Alright, that's pretty handy. Cause look, now he's green. He has the butt. I forgot about the butt. There we go. Ooh, okay, that's funky. That's funky. I kind of like that. And so massive that there are towers on his back. What if one of them's a bell tower? Wait, okay, let's make this a little bit smaller. He's got a little hat. What if this is also— oh, we can't make it green. We can't make it green. What if we put a little— something like that? It looks like he has a little crown, a little hat. And then what if he's so massive, there's a person. There's a person inside of there. Add any sketches you want. Ooh, I think I will. Don't mind if I do. Here we go. We add a fair maiden. Make her a little smaller. Ah, no, I don't like that she's like visible. Oh, this is nice and literally cheeky. There we go. That's to show just how massive this guy is. Right? And then we can add some sketches. Let's add some little jaunty things. How many sketches does he want? Make that a little bit bigger. Okay, I think that's everything. Alright, this is perfect. But maybe try to make the beast even scarier. He's pretty scary. I don't know about you, but like, if he's this massive and he's this like cheeked up, I don't know, you know? And we can make this. There we go. There we go. He's climbing. He's trying to climb the beast. A little scarier? Okay, we can add some like teeth. Where are the teeth? Yeah, there we go. We're thinking the same, right? Let's add some teeth. The two big teeth. Before it was under the what's it called? The knight, but that was like specific to that mission, so it might be hidden. Oh, maybe here in like hell. Wow, we got bones, but this one is like frontal teeth, so I don't know if I want to use that, but oh, we could add some like little wings. Make it green. There we go. Then he has the aspect of being a little demonic, right? This is kind of giving Digimon. Frames and borders. Oh, interesting. What's this? Decorations? Is this a snail? It's a little snail. Look at him. Yeah, where are the teeth? I remember seeing them. Oh, fish. Here we go. Where are the teeth? We have to look in like every section, you think? Weapons? Knight's armor? Oh no, that's more of a flag. Okay, we got clothing. These are human body parts. What about, yeah, weird beast body parts? Yeah, where are the teeth? I want to make them nice and scary. Huh. I thought it'd be here in this, like, in the hell portion. Do you think not every mission has it? Or even anything that, like, kind of resembles teeth. Really. Everyday objects? These could look like teeth. I think this is a... What is this? A quill? Right, for writing? Or a stylus? But it could look like a teeth. We could make tusks. It is meant to be an elephant after all. There we go. I think he's plenty scary, right? Alright, let's complete. Nice, look at our fearsome beast. It's fantastic! I want to be your apprentice. I will tell my wife about this. Perfection. Perfection. I would slice this beast up. You would not. To export it. I love the dragon with the star eyes. Continue. An incredible beast. You have talent. I'm proud to say that I chose your scriptorium. Alright, let's see. What do we get from this? What's our prize? An elephant! This is what he wanted to... What's he trying to say? This feels a little passive-aggressive. Where it's like, I want you to draw this mighty beast. You didn't draw it right. Here's how you're supposed to draw it. An elephant. Fantastic. Oh, is this another way to draw it? Wait, let's see what they did. Oh, I see. So use like horse hooves. I don't even know where does this come from? I wanted to use those like horns to look like tusks. Pretty cool, pretty cool. All right, let's proceed. Let's make some more. This is a lot of fun. Sketch shop. Oh yeah, we can buy things. We can buy more assets. A mystery box. Oh, who am I to deny the mystery box? It's just so tempting. Wait, it's an actual photorealistic snail. Oh, and I guess like stains and stuff. It's a snail. Okay. You get more hell backgrounds. Oh, here's... Oh, okay. We got some quills. We could buy these to make as like horns and fangs whenever we need it, essentially. Yeah, let's get this one. This one's nice and I don't know. It feels like you can use it as either like a long tongue or like a horn or a fang. You know? What about heaven? What are some things we can get from heaven? I like this sketch. A comet? A vaginer? Oh, we get a rainbow. And stars! Okay. So this is supposed to be the wound of Christ, by the way. Like, I know what that is. I know they didn't just put a vagina in here for no reason. But it does look pretty, oh my god, what's it called? So, if stuff that looks like a penis is phallic, things that look like a vagina is yonic, I think. It does look quite yonic. There's also rainbows and wings and stuff. Let's get the rainbow, let's get the wing. You know what, just for the heck, you know what? Halo, yonic, wound of Christ. What else? What else do we want? A bat. Oh, we already have the bat. The eyes are pretty menacing. Oh, and there's like other horns here. Oh, a cool legit like hellmouth over here. I like this guy's smile. It's a winning smile there. Other nature things that we can get. Food. Food's always good. Oh, animal stuff. Let's get more like wild beast stuff. Yonic, it's so mysterious because men can never find the... Oh no. Oh, let's get the frog. I like the frog. Wow, look at these jaunty little guys. We got bugs? Okay. This is also inspiring me because I have been meaning to make more medieval style Digimon art. I just haven't had the time, but I'm actually almost done with the concert art that I have to do. The sketches are all done, I just have to line and color it, which I'm hoping to finish by tomorrow, but it might also go into Saturday. And I originally had plans tomorrow to teach my little sister how to ride the bus. But then like at every turn she's like, oh, I forgot, oh, I have to hang out with my friends. So that was supposed to be tomorrow, but then she was like, I can't do tomorrow, sorry. So that means I actually have a free day tomorrow. I still have work, I'm still technically on the clock, but because it's summer I don't get called on for a lot of things. So I'm basically just gonna be working on art all day, and then oh, you know what, I did want to ask you guys something. So tomorrow we do have we are continuing our watch along of Digimon Adventure 02. So if any newcomers are interested in that, that's going to be happening at the Discord. If not, totally understand. No pressure, no worries. But for those that have been kind of tuning in, we just did episodes 1 through 5 last week. We just started. The dub is very charming, and I know I asked at the beginning of like, do you guys want dub or sub? And everyone was like dub. So dub is very charming, but like I think what I had said earlier is that like, oh, the characters are not as likable. Like the new characters aren't as likable in the dub. But you know, we're watching it because of the nostalgia factor, right? But then like I went back and I watched the sub of the same 5 episodes we watched last week, and I'm like, dang, this is kind of better. like I like the characters more. They actually act like their behavior feels more justified in that they're kids, you know? Like it's not as annoying as their personalities are in the dub, you know? So part of me is like, should we just switch to the sub? But the thing with that is that I imagine like these watch-alongs, some of us are kind of like, you know, tuned into it, we're watching it, we're, you know, like eyes are on the Discord. But I imagine for some people, it's also like a second screen content kind of thing where you're doing something else, but you're listening in. If we do sub and you don't understand Japanese, you wouldn't be able to do that. You'd have to be like actually watching the stream, you know? So that's like my issue is like, like, first of all, we did agree on dub at first, but I kind of want to switch to sub, but that also means that people wouldn't be able to like second screen it unless you know Japanese, you know? So I don't know, that I'm just thinking out loud. You guys let me know how you feel if you are invested in that. Because I know a lot of people would just be like, oh, do what you want to do, right? But I just wanna see, I'm gonna take a temperature check, see how that goes for folks. But otherwise, let's do one more. I think I want to do one more order and think we'll call it from there. Because I do want to rest a little bit before calling it, or before like heading to bed. Because me and Beans were actually really close to finishing Better Call Saul. Oh, the Grandfather Mouse is back. We also have St. John. Wait, Retired Knight wants to make another beast. I kind of like making the beast though. My Nihongo is not Jozu. Exactly. So that's what I mean is that like, yeah, for people that don't know Japanese, like you would have to be watching the stream to see the subtitles, right? But it's just like, their characterization is just so much better in the sub, like in my opinion. So yeah, I'll also bring it up with the crowd tomorrow as well, but just know that that's been on my mind. I kind of want to do another beast. I kind of want to do another beast. A long beast, you say? I feel like I know what this one is. Hello again! My colleagues were delighted with your great African beast. Let's move on to the next animal. Mega Bronson, hello, you got your sticker. Why not both? Like, dub and sub? I guess the thing with dub is that, like, it's very charming, but it's just like, man. Or are you talking about my choice in what's it called, Scriptorium? We could do satanic, we could also do animals. What are we drawing this time? An exceptionally long beast, also from the south. It is twice as long as a knight's lance. Ah, I know what we're doing. A very long beast indeed. And what else? It has a spotted body, a long tongue, and horns. Unfortunately, we're not sure if it has legs. Only Dobromir, who has always had trouble with his eyes, has seen this beast. I'll leave it to you. Make it interesting. Have the dub audio track with the subtitles. Oh, that's the thing. Like, oh, you know what? That is an idea. Because I was like, the dub is like what makes the characters kind of like unlikable. Like, I don't like the voice actors are fantastic, but like it's their lines that are like, there's too many quips. But you're right. Like, people could just like, they could either listen in via the dub while reading the subtitles if they really want to like be invested in it. That is an option. That is an option. I'll consider it. But okay, it has a spotted body, long tongue, and horns. So basically he's describing a giraffe, but let's have some fun with it. A lanky animal with a spotted body and a long tongue. We could make long cat. Like, what's actually stopping us from making long cat, you know? Because he did say that it's long. By the way, this is what... Look at this elephant! I love that! Wow. Alright, that's not what we're doing. That's not what we're doing, but... Oh, we could use a snake as well. A lanky creature. Japanese in the left ear, Bible and Chinese in the right ear. Obviously, it's some kind of horned snake. I mean the dub, sorry. Okay. What if this is the body? The body of Christ. I feel like we could use like the monkey paws in some way, right? Like maybe we can connect all these together to make like a really lanky body. Because I agree with Lord Vetinari. I do think it's some kind of horned snake. Because he even said he's not sure if they have legs. Right? Maybe a dragon? Yeah, let's see what we're working with. We have a goose, or what I assume to be a goose. Seems fairly draconic. We do have a snake. We do have a snake as a thing, so we could work with that. You know what? Maybe we use this body, but then we change the head. What if it's a monkey? Or a dog? Or I kind of like this bull. It does already have horns, you know? He already has horns, so what if we make this nice and big? This is the base. We put the bull head on it. What else? Oh, a spotted body. Okay, we need to rethink this. Spotted body. Lanky, too? We can make it lanky. Sure, we can make it lanky. We can make it Lancaster. Oh, I didn't mean to... Oh, you know what? This is all just one color. Let's, I want to be able to change the color. Oh, here we go. There we go. That's kind of lanky. Make it nice and... There we go. Kind of matching the ox color, right? In fact, we should make the head a little smaller. There we go. Need to add our signature butt. You know what? What if it doesn't have legs, but it does have arms? That's pretty lanky, you know? You know what? Make this the bottom. There we go. Okay, what about spots? What is it again? And a long tongue. I forgot about that part. It needs a long tongue. Oh, we forgot about the butt. Okay, where in the world do we get... Oh! This could be a tongue, right? This could be a tongue. There we go. Let's see, and horns like the devil, I suppose. Oh, he already has horns, but let's add some more. We have our funny little guy over here. Oh yeah, we got these horns specifically for this reason, right? Make it black. Or pink. Or red. Oh, red! That looks cool. Duplicate. Put this to the back. Oh, no, wait, it doesn't work like that. Okay. You know what? Let's change the head. Let's change the head to be something else. I like this smiling face. I like this smiling friend. Rip. I did like smiling friends. Okay, there we go, there we go. We need ears, too. We have ears. There we go, we got some ears. Or we could use this. Use the elephant ears. You know what? That makes me think, what if it's gray? Ah, that's not the same shade of gray, though. Okay, maybe another direction. Maybe we take these. Or these. These could be ears. If we make them big enough, they could be ears. There we go. Yeah. There we go. And we need an eye. This eye. He's so interested. He's so interested in what we have to say. And then the tongue is over here. Gotta have the butt cheeks. The arms like this. Okay, what was it? Spotted body, long tongue. The beast eats trees. We gotta move all this over. We need some trees for it. I know we didn't quite go as draconic as I wanted, but we're having fun with it. Now it looks like a sloth. Now that I take a good gander at it, right? Maybe it does need some kind of legs. Does it really? Could have a knight. We don't need a knight, but actually. Oh, there's more parts here. Could use those. Oh, we have some like creature legs here. duplicate that. And yeah, you know what? The legs don't look big enough, like nearly as big enough to support that body, but you know, this is we're having fun. We're having fun with this. In fact, if we really want to make this like kind of sloth-like, here we go. We got to do that. Oh yeah, that looks freakish. I'm digging it. There is a bit of empty space here. We need more. So, lanky animal. What if it has multiple legs? Or what if it has hair? Oh, wait, look, it has a big snoot. Nah. We can give it hair, though. Is this just... Oh, those are curls. Okay. Let's add a little dude. Let's add a little dude on the other side over here. There we go. He's unaware. He's unaware that he is on a tree that is about to be feasted upon. Mikiniru, thank you for following. Thank you for joining the class. Glad to have you here. Oh, chicken legs! We could give him chicken legs. What am I thinking? The truth was in my face this entire time. There we go, duplicate. Yeah, move this backwards. There we go. He's so large that he's not even in the frame. You know what? We add a tail. Let's add a tail as well. Oh wait, that's the same one. Actually, I want it to curve. There we go. How do we do this? There we go. Let's see, I got the long tongue. You know what? We need to replace this with like another like animal asset. Ooh, this one. There we go. We got a tongue. He's got a tongue kind of like a butterfly. And almost, we just need a couple. We need one more body part from an animal. Maybe. Is this supposed to be another butt? Like, what is this? One more thing. Another chicken leg, maybe? Okay, I don't know what this is, but we're just gonna add it. Oh, you know what? I'm thinking like double tail? Is that the direction we go to for this? I'm thinking maybe something with the shell. Just don't know what. You know, like I feel like the snake, the shell has some potential, but I don't know as what. Maybe it's the fruit. Maybe it's a fruit that he's trying to get. There we go. It kind of looks like a Japanese magatama, you know? There we go. He wants the fruit. Alright, and then we need more plant. We need more plant life. Oh, we have green grass now. There we go. Maybe even more horns? You got it, boss. Add any sketches you want. Okay, yeah, more horns. Let's do it. Where do we find such things? Oh, we have to go over here to hell and heaven. Oh, we can make him a saint. We can make him a saint. Good night, Babinka in class. Good night, Matthew. Thank you for joining us. I'm probably going to call it soon after this one as well, so you won't be missing out on too much. We're just going to add a couple horns and then we'll also call it. So in that case, I should probably stop raids. There we go. More horns, you say? Here, like little antenna. And then let's duplicate. There you go, it almost looks like a little antenna. Alright, cool, we have our long beast. Complete. We did it. Wow, fantastic. The image pierces the heart. I will tell my kids about this. I understand, beautifully presented. I've never seen better art. I could eat this up. You should export this masterpiece. Always with the export. Readers of our bestiary will be blown away when they see your picture. Alright. Alright. Tap the package to open it. Nice. We didn't get any giraffe pictures this time, but that's okay. And they... Oh, that's a good way to draw a giraffe. I'm a giraffe. Wait, there's spots? I didn't know there were spots. Okay, very cool, very cool. I think we are good here, so let's go ahead and exit. Save and quit. And alright! Alright, guys. This is what we're gonna call it. If it's okay with you guys, we're gonna skip the end of stream mosh pit. I'm feeling pretty tired. But next time we will do the mosh pit. So as a reminder, tomorrow we will be over at the Discord. We're going to be doing our watch along of Digimon Adventure 02. We're going to be starting episodes 6 through 10. We'll see if we will do sub or dub. I will ask the audience there what they want. So that's going to be over on the Discord. Let's put the link here if people need it. And then Saturday, I'm going to be doing a collab. It's going to be Far Far West with Outermost Ghost, Mauser, and Nelly and Grits. So that's going to be fun. It's going to be Far Far West. I don't know if I'm going to be streaming my POV. Very likely no. So this might actually be the last time that I'll be streaming this week on this channel. But you're probably still going to see me next week. Monday, we're going to be just chatting or playing more Scriptorium. I haven't decided yet. And then next week is also our decade study. One of our last decade studies. We're going to be doing the 1910s. I sent an image in Bear Lulz for the mosh pit. Let's check it out. Heart says pit. Knee say sit. I love that. I love that. But alright. Yeah, so I'll see you guys next time. Let's go ahead and I'll drive you guys home. Let's see who we can raid into. Let's see who's streaming right now. We do have Casper. We haven't raided into Casper in a while. Casper Catacini. We got River. We got Aros. Kyo. Aria VT. She's been one of my favorites lately. Folk is also streaming right now. Osner, Almontes. There's a lot of people streaming right now. Let's do Aria. She's playing Monster Hunter 3. Yeah, let's raid into Aria VT. I'll see you guys tomorrow in the Discord, Saturday over at either Outermost Ghost, Mauser, or Nelly and Grits' channel, and then Monday back here. So let's go ahead and start that raid. Aria is really cool. She is a Digimon. She focuses a lot on Digimon, and she also has a big concert coming up that I'm contributing art for. Right now she's playing Monster Hunter Stories 3, so it's gonna be fun. Let's go ahead, and that is your raid message. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I hope you guys have a good morning, afternoon, and evening, and as always, I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Good night, good night. Thank you, Mikiniru. Thank you, thank you. We raid.